Night at the BAFTAs last night for Sir Sam Mendes' first World War movie, 1917. He was the big winner, picking up 7 awards, including the big ones for Best Film, Sam Mendes himself for Best Director, and Outstanding British Film. And Sam said he was genuinely delighted that such a personal film to him had resonated with the wider public, based, he said, on a story told to him by his grandfather.
None of us really knew if an audience would turn up, and now looking back it seems almost, certain, but it really wasn't at all. And I think the fact that this is still at number 1 in the UK after 4 weeks, and it's number 2 in the US, and people are still coming out, and that there's been this wonderful timing with all these awards that actually it has really alerted people to the fact the movie's on, and they've gone to see it in cinemas, which is what we all wanted.
James Luxford is our film critic here on a Thursday, reviews movies for the Radio Times and Metro newspaper, with us to talk about BAFTAs. Hi, James.
Hello there.
Big night then for 1917. Won all the big ones, didn't it, last night?
It did, and it is really a big indicator of that, elusive word, momentum, as we head towards next weekend's Oscars. 1917 has done very well in most of the big awards ceremonies in the lead up, and that's an indicator of where voters will vote in terms of the big categories in the Oscars. And we've seen it with things like Brad Pitt winning supporting actor in every most of the ceremonies. It tends to go to the people who have gone around the award circuit and won these awards before. There are always a few surprises, but generally it's a good indicator of what's to come.
Good. So good news for Sam Mendes, good news for 1917. You mentioned Brad Pitt there. Now, of course, he wasn't there. He sent Margot Robbie instead to pick up his award. What do you make of that?
I think it's kind of this charming sort of non-campaign he's doing. He said when he was doing the publicity for Ad Astra that he would be abstaining from awards, the sort of all of the things the actors have to do, show up at the right parties, shake the right hand sort of thing, and do lots of interviews supporting the awards run. And he's kind of remained quiet and mainly made headlines when he's won. So it really does seem sort of a bit destined, maybe kind of like the run that his co-star in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Leonardo DiCaprio, had a few years ago, where people were deciding it's his time. It's almost more than about a very good performance. It's about celebrating a career as well.
And body of work, yeah. And with that in mind, some of the other award winners last night, Best Actor for Joaquin Phoenix for Joker, that a good one?
I think, again, it seems to be something that divides a lot of people. I think if you're sort of a bit of a movie purist, you'll say, well, there are a lot of independent films that are like Joker. It's just that Joker had that rub of being a DC film related to something that is marketable and was seen by a lot of people. However, for my money, also a very good performance. I'm not mad at him winning that and the Golden Globe, and who knows with the Oscars as well.
And best bit of the night for me, Hugh Grant and Renee Zellweger when they came out together, and he did the whole, it's a very silly dress you're wearing, Jones, and they sort of reprised their Bridget Jones bit, didn't they?
He's fast becoming a national treasure, isn't he, Hugh Grant, in terms of these kind of asides. And yes, I think it's lovely. I think he said it was a very competitive year for Best Film, which he actually voted for. Usually only votes when he's trying to cost Colin Firth an award.
Good. James, really appreciate it. We'll see you Thursday, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good man. James Luxford, our weekly film critic. Back on Thursday, looking ahead to movies you can expect to see in Coventry and Warwickshire this coming weekend.